Good afternoon, League fans, and welcome to Ozone Gaming's Galaxy League presenting the Season 1 playoffs. We have finally hit the quarterfinals, and we are that much closer to crowning a champion here in the Galaxy League. I am your host, Yeso, and joining me, my partner in crime tonight, my good man, How I Met Your Table. Short.
Yo, what's going on?
It's going good, Abel. Good to have you here. Excited for this best of three we have tonight. Looking forward to some awesome Galaxy League action, and I hope everybody at home, everybody watching and listening is as excited as we are. But I'm definitely looking forward to some fun tonight.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this game. Instinct coming off from a pretty end of the season, pretty good end of the season, and going against now Aztecs, which I heard a previous laner came back by the name of Arxen. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Arxen's gonna settle in now against this pretty strong Instinct team coming out from the regular season.
Definitely gonna be very curious to see how that one shakes out. But I do want to thank everybody so much for joining us tonight. Super excited for this series, and we appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with us. The easiest way for you guys to support us is to come around just every Wednesday night for the playoffs. We are starting our casts at about 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But if you want to make sure you guys are getting notified of when we're going live, the easiest way to do that is to follow or subscribe. Those buttons are at the top of your screen, so make sure to check those out. We would certainly appreciate all the support. Other ways you can support us, you can donate. The link for that is in the description, and all donations go directly into the prize pool for Galaxy League, so definitely consider doing that. If you would like to become part of Ozone Gaming, there is a link. If you click on the picture of the Ozone Atmosphere Gaming Center down in the description, you can be directly linked to our Gaming Center Discord server and join us there. So if you're curious, want to come hang out with some of the casters, the staff, some of the players, just click on that link. It will directly link you to that server. Lastly, before we get into the action tonight, want to just do a huge shout out again for our title sponsor, League of Mentoring. They're an educationally focused server within the League of Legends community whose purpose is to offer quality coaching free of charge. They have so much good stuff over there. A lot of great coaches, all of Diamond 3 and above. They can do anything from VOD reviews to lane discussion to tier lists, all that kind of good stuff. So if you guys are curious, if you guys need some help trying to climb that rank ladder, make sure to click on their picture down in our description for more information regarding their coaching sessions and all that kind of good stuff. So would love for you guys to go over and support them, as they have been super helpful in supporting us throughout this season. But as we turn to focus into tonight's match, we have Aztecs facing off against Instinct. Instinct making their way to the quarterfinals thanks to a forfeit by Zion in the first round. So Instinct has been sitting as long as Aztecs do, so they don't really have that kind of momentum of that first round win to kind of carry them into the quarterfinals. So they'll be coming in just as cold as the Aztecs are.
And it's something pretty interesting to know here. Like, Aztecs don't have notes anymore in their team now with what's his name? I forgot his name already. Jesus Christ.
Arxen.
With Arxen back, yeah,
Yeah.
Arxen coming back to the top lane now. Reclaiming his own throne basically. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because Notes was a big carry for Aztecs throughout the season. I mean, I remember myself just casting multiple games where he really was popping off. That Camille has been a famous pick for him, and it's going to be interesting to see how Aztecs adapts without that kind of big, big player in the top lane. He attracted so much attention, whether it was in draft or in game. So
Yeah, definitely. He was pretty much one of the main carries, I want to say, actually, in their team, and he did attract a lot of attention top lane. Even though there was times where he would come out in the negative side, even then he still have the major impact in the team fights and everything. So, pretty interesting how this game's gonna be turning out now without the Notes himself on top lane.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see how that one shakes out. We are getting prepped for this first game of the day. Should be just about ready to go, getting everybody into the lobby. So should be just about set here, just getting everybody squared up. But before we get into tonight's series, I do want to hit you guys with the roster rundown. Starting on the blue side here for game number 1 will be Aztecs, coming into this series tied for second in the league with an 8-6 record, finishing the season on a 4-2 run, and 2-0 against Instinct during the season series. They will have Arxen in the top lane, that new top laner replacing Notes. Aztec is their jungler. Inheritance in the mid lane. Maple is their AD carry, and Misguidance will round that lineup out at the support position.
Yeah, and on the side of Instincts, we currently have top lane is going to be Norma Jeans in their jungle. Actually, don't even know who their jungler is for tonight.
Instinct's jungler is Blade GG. No, it's actually Agiso?
Agiso, something like that? Yeah.
We'll mispronounce it a handful of times.
No, definitely. And then the mid lane is going to be Anchor, ADC, Muff Hunter, and support Fidel C.
Those are going to be the lineups. We're trying to resolve a couple little issues with the lobby right now, not being very friendly to Abel. Kind of seems like the bouncer's keeping him out at the door, so we'll have to resolve that really quick before we get in.
This damn bouncer doesn't let me in.
Yeah, he's not being very nice. But hopefully we can get this fixed up really quick and get right into this best of 3. So make sure to stick around all night tonight. We have a full best of 3 series here, and these teams playing for a lot, playing for a spot in the semifinals, playing for hopefully a date next Wednesday against Impulse, sitting there in the semifinals waiting to see who takes this series. So they'll definitely be watching very intently to this stream. One thing I do want to mention, the other quarterfinal match we have going on tonight, Nitrogen versus Ragnarok, that is on a second stream, so we are running dual streams right now. If you do want to check out that series, that is linked down in the channel description. So if you just go down there, there should be a little picture with those teams' logos. If you just click on that, it will take you over to the second stream if you do want to check that one out.
That's also another interesting matchup going over there. So it should be a pretty good games going on the other stream. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested in that.
Did he make it?
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna go in.
Aha, he made it.
I am here
We did
now.
it, folks. We've done it.
It took forever, but we're here, boys.
Alright, we'll let them know we are ready to go on the cast so we can get right into Champion Select. Apologies for a little of the dumbed down graphics here and a little lower production quality than you guys are used to. Smack is I don't know, he's fooling around somewhere that isn't his house right now, so he's not available, but we have covered everything. Don't have to worry, and he will be back to us, I would assume, by next week, so he should be good to go for the semifinals, but just have to work with what we got here. I'm not the graphics guru that Smack is, so I'm gonna just have to work with what I have here. He was
Hashtag not my graphic guru.
Yeah, you are, or you're not?
You.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not by any stretch. If anybody has ever watched me cast the ABL, you know for a fact I go for super simple, super just clean, nothing too crazy. If I try too hard, it's just gonna look bad. So
before we head into game, have you seen Sneaky's latest cosplay?
have I seen? Oh my gosh, do I need to Google it? What is it?
Go look it up.
No.
It's on top of the stream and Reddit. It's on top of Reddit.
Oh geez, like front page of Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh geez.
Well, and our League of Legends.
Legends. Oh no, I'm so afraid. He does it again. Oh no, he eats a delivery simmer. He did it.
Of course, everyone's very confused once again.
Oh my god, that's what that picture was? I've been seeing that all day. What? Sneaky, you've outdone yourself again, my man.
Yeah, he's done it again.
What a legend after the Elementalist, Dark Elementalist Lux. He's on a roll.
Yep. What was that meme there? Someone here's like, my Lux is hot, my Silver's freaky. You guessed it right, I'm C9 Sneaky.
What an absolute legend. Oh my gosh, that is just too much. I saw that picture earlier and I was I don't know, I didn't think about it really, but as soon as I saw it, because it links right to his Twitter, and his new Twitter profile picture is that, and I was just like, I've seen that before.
Dude, this guy, man. Well, we got into lobby now. We're gonna go into picking bands.
I love Sneaky.
Who doesn't love Sneaky?
I can barely hear you, so can you hear me better now, or do I need to turn myself?
You're good now. Ooh, right away we see some
away from the mic.
support bands coming in right away.
Yay, so a nerd. Yes, I would completely agree with that. But yes, in the draft here, not surprising, honestly, with the support bands. I mean, Janna and Taric, the support's respective most played champions, both of them with over 50 games on each of those. So pretty easy target bands there, but Swain gonna get dropped. Pretty standard there, very, very powerful in the meta still, even after some nerfs. And, you know, the flexibility of that pick, able to go top and mid lane. Just smart to take that one away from Aztecs.
Yeah, just a smart to get away in general. Like you mentioned, Swain really strong mid laner at the moment, or top lane, whichever way you want to go at it. And we see the Lux being taken away from Anchor. Probably one of his most played champ in the mid lane at the moment. And what we're going to be first picking here? We're going to see something come aggressive from Arxen, or we're going to see probably some more focus in the bot lane. What do you think here, so?
For the first pick, I'm curious because, like,
well, does it matter what you're curious of?
It's gonna be the Caitlyn. Well, because I was gonna say, right, because Aztecs drafts typically revolved around notes, right? They wanted to secure either good scaling picks for him or something that could bully the lane. And it was typically like they were first picking Camille a ton when he was on the team. So when you take him out of the lineup, that totally changes up your kind of draft philosophy there. But honestly, getting the Caitlyn in the current meta, solid in lane, scales well, good at kind of pushing that first tower. Can't argue with that pick at all for Maple there. But the response is the Misfortune, and then the Udyr. Kind of no surprises there. Yeah, is
Udyr, you know, considered being one of like really most solo queue champs. Not really much of a team fighter, or more like a 5v5 atmosphere.
He just wants to.
But yeah, should be really interesting.
He just wants to open D gates. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. Yeah. So according to stream, your music is still playing in the back.
Yeah. Is it too loud? I apologize. I was just trying to have some background. Let's turn it. How about background music? There we go.
That just goes to show you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
You're nothing but a whiskey delta. Okay, yeah. I'll just have it muted. I'm sorry. Just trying to give you guys some tunes in the background.
I do not tolerate
back to draft. The Darius banned away by Aztecs. Definitely smart. Norma Jean's most played champion, putting in 52 games on it in solo queue, so don't want to give him that pick. But the question is, will they allow him to grab the Mordekaiser? As Mordekaiser has a 74% win rate, which is brutal. I'm curious.
And of course, Arxen's Nard gets banned right away as well.
I'm expecting a Mordekaiser ban here. I feel like it would be silly for Aztecs to give that over, unless they really feel like they have a solid counter pick into it. 3, 2, 1. What?
The Blitzcrank.
Oh, it's Blitzcrank. Okay, I thought they missed the ban for a second. So gonna ban away the Blitzcrank, give Caitlyn a little bit more safety, or in lane, not having to worry about those rocket grabs. But the Trundle is gonna be picked up for the side of Instinct here. Could go top or support. We'll have to see. I guess they can certainly base that off of what Aztecs lock in here in their final phase of the draft and flex that Trundle if they so choose. It's going to be the Ornn for Arxen going to the top lane. Now all they have left is to select their mid laner here for Inheritance.
That Trundle pick is actually very, very strange because nowadays you most likely see Trundle in the jungle.
Yep.
Just to counter those super engaged comms like with the Olaf or the Skarner. But it'd be interesting where this Trundle is going to be going to.
At this point, I would imagine probably top gives Normal Machines an okay matchup in the laning phase, and you can let the Trundle get big and then just steal kind of all those resistances from the Ornn with his ultimate. But we'll have to see what Fidelcy locks in here. That will tell the full story. It's going to be the Veigar, so that means brand support.
Brand support.
Yeah, and Trundle going to go to the top lane. So quite a bit of damage and kill pressure coming out from the Instinct bot lane, comboing that Misfortune and the brand. Caitlyn definitely going to want to stay at range as best she can to avoid all of that DPS.
It's a pretty interesting team comp coming out here from the side of Instinct. Where the Trundle in the top lane. I mean, it's good against the Ornn and Sejuani. Make sure you take away all the defenses away from them. And the Udyr just feels so out of place. But other than that, I mean, has good team fight potential with the Brandnol coming on top, Misfortune's bullet at the time. Like that should all be pretty impactful during team fights.
I can speak from very, very recent experience, and while it wasn't a support brand, it was a mid brand, but that brand can be absolutely nutty. There's a great clip of me absolutely losing my mind on Monday during a series where the brand, like a team just stacked all on in Tribrush on the near in the Tribrush by the tier 1 tower for top blue side, and there was a great recon ult to like kind of all pull them even closer together, and the brand just dropped all of his spells on them and got a pentakill.
Boy.
Oh dude, it was just so dumb, and you're just like, you guys are all so close. You're playing against a brand. What are you doing?
Yeah, mistake number 1. Don't get so close to each other against a brand.
Don't group up against the brand. Oh man. But we'll have to see how this one shakes out. I'm curious, Abel, your thoughts on the team compositions here. I know you don't like the Udyr, but as we look over at Aztecs, what are your thoughts on their compositions, and kind of how do you think things will shake out in the early game?
I mean, the early game is going to be pretty much focused on the bot side. Kaeling and Alistar should do pretty well against the Misfortune and Brand. Actually, now that I actually think about it, the Kaeling should outrange the Misfortune, but the Brand's going to be putting out so much damage, poke damage, that it's going to be a little even on both sides. So early game is just making sure the Cam April can get early enough so we can, just get the turret down and then rotate, go to the top side, get turrets down, just take as many objectives as you can. Meanwhile, Victor Inheritance has to just maintain alive as much as possible, get all the farm away, because once late game comes in, I'm pretty sure you can just one-shot that Misfortune or the Brand. The only problem I see from Instinct side that might be a little bit of too much of a problem would be the Veigar. If the Veigar can get stacks up pretty easily, or stacks up to a late game, it's gonna be a tough game for Aztecs here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. They're definitely gonna want to keep Anchor down. I don't know how confident I am in Inheritance Victor, but we'll see just what he can bring out. Seemed like he may have been expecting the Brand, but does in fact take the Victor into a Veigar with that late pick. We'll have to see just how this one shakes out.
Either way, I'm still excited for this game. The return of Arxen.
Definitely hyped. Arxen returns to the top lane for Aztecs. We are in the quarterfinals. As I mentioned earlier, these teams vying for a spot in the semifinals and a date with Impulse a week from today. Victory today will get them one step closer to a best of fives and a chance to play for first place, but the spectator delay is just about done here. Time to get into game number 1.
Let's go. So, Yesa, who do you think is going to be coming out on top in this game?
Am I predicting this game or the entire series?
This game.
This game. I mean, I just have a lot of confidence in Aztecs. I mean, they finished tied for second. I think they really seem to kind of hit an upswing in the later part of the season. As I mentioned earlier, like 4-2 in their last 6 games, which is really good to kind of hit the playoffs with stride. And while they did have rest for a week, that's kind of canceled out by the fact that Instinct had the same thing. So I'm very confident in Aztecs, and then I think they followed that up with a solid draft here. I think my only really question marks are around the mid lane. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll just see how that one shakes out. Make sure my stuff is right here. There we go. Make sure everything looks pretty.
I swear everything better be pretty.
Woo! We made it. All right, we are in the game, folks. Game 1 between Aztecs and Instinct in this best of 3. The Summoners coming out onto the Rift to start this one off. We'll have to see if we get any spicy invades here. Doesn't look like it, though. Could get line of scrimmage starts.
Welcome to
I wouldn't expect
Summoner's
any
Rift.
sort of crazy level 1 shenanigans.
"30 seconds until minions spawn."
And please let me know in chat, folks. Hopefully everything looks okay. Everything's lined up all right. But if anything looks off, feel free to let me know in the chat. Just I'm in there, so just tag me at Yeso. If you have any comments or concerns, but
No stack for you, Anchor.
yeah, feels bad.
GG.
Misguidance with the sick
Minions
jukes.
have spawned.
Getting away from that queue. Junglers look like they're going to start on the top side. Normagene's going to give the leash here to... what are we going to go with here on pronunciation? Agiso? I guess...
I'm just going to call him...
I guess so.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
I hope you're okay with that. I guess so. That's what we're going to go with. But top lane is will give leashes to their junglers on the top side. See if we get any early gank pressure. Udyr, not the greatest ganker. You know, kind of just runs into the lane, maybe gets a little flash bear slap, but that's about it. Aztec.
It's gonna happen, dude. Flash bear slap.
Hey, we might see it. I might have to freak out. But Aztec certainly with a lot more gank pressure with the Arctic Assault, combined with her Permafrost, can certainly do a lot of good. And especially with the melee laners in the side lanes, can certainly make things happen there as they're able to help her stack up that Permafrost a lot quicker. We'll have to see how much pressure these junglers want to put on the lanes early. Good trading from Arxen here to start off against No Machines. Noah's down below half health already, and we're only just eclipsing 2 minutes.
I'm curious of his rune selection.
Taking Conqueror as opposed
Yeah.
to like
Grasp.
yeah, Grasp certainly would have been good for just the trading. Oh man, that feels bad. Machines is so low.
I mean, yeah, he can get his health back with his passive, and when he puts down his feel, he should be fine. But I mean, could be a little tough.
The problem is like Arxen with like a Bellows Breath auto. He's in like a flash auto attack, so he's gonna have to be careful and be patient here. Put himself in a rough spot. Aztec moving his way down to the bottom lane here is going to get spotted out by a ward. Bottom lane will just be able to back away. The Pillar of Flame discouraging any more aggression from the Sejuani lane. In here, it's just farming up the mid lane. Nothing too crazy going on there. Is there sitting just even? She's still forced to farm Thunder Tower. That Ornn can be very annoying in the laning phase, and
Ooh, we see the gang coming in top. He has not been spotted at all.
yeah, I guess so. In behind Arxen here, there's the pillar from Norwish Jeans. He's going to try and dash away. They'll see if they can chase him down. There's the bear stance. Flash, bear slap. But no follow-up. Feels bad. All the
Questionable
hype,
flash.
None of the follow-through.
Yeah.
Arxen able to escape. Did spend flash, but was able to trade it for the Udyr's flash. So that's, you know, could have gone a lot worse for Arxen, and can just go back to most likely just continuing to bully this Trundle in the top lane.
I guess so they weren't really in the same in sync right there, because one went for a flash while Normal Machines was trying to walk away from it.
Yeah, they're always going, you do whatever, I'm just going to go get my CS. This Ornn's kicking my ass. Because of CS, man. Does want to trade here. Arxen is low on mana, so
It's a good time to trade, but
yeah, Norwish Jean's still losing the trade though. The Bellows Breath combined with that auto attack is still enough to force Norwish Jean just back away. Dulcie steps in the trap, but the net will just miss, so Maple not able to change the headshot there. It's going to eat some damage from the Pillar of Flame. The Q will land, which gets the stun, but no follow-up from Muffunta, so Maple will just be able to back.
Muffunta's just happily there, just getting some CS. Nothing too crazy.
Arxen is at the bait. Feels bad. Bait didn't work. You just got pillared out of your shot. Trundle doesn't care about your bait.
They could all laugh.
Well, the good thing from Machine starting to get back into this lane, still at quite a significant CS deficit, at least for this round, by 11, but surviving, able to make use of that passive, and he's going to interrupt it again. It feels bad, man. Arxen, quit being so greedy. Back away and shop, dude.
Just back in the shop, dude. Oh, here we see a gang.
There's going to be all the Forge Gods is going to force a flash out of No Machines.
Ooh.
It looks like it'll be enough. Arxen going to eat a couple of tower shots. That's 3 tower shots. Arxen nearly dead there, but the flash was already expended by Norm Machine, so he is going to be able to back away, but still able to Arxen out of lane is going to feel too bad here.
See, if I was Norm Machines, I would actually just pillar. But easily got it and killed there. You had enough mana to use your, what's the damn thing called again? Frozen Domain. There we go. I'm pretty sure you could have just pillared him in.
Could have certainly tried me. Right here, drops behind the Scribe rushing. Arxen is going to get the knockup, but here's the problem. Here comes Aztec. Did actually go to, but is just forced to back away with the jungle pressure on the team. So it sounds like Gesso is going to get some attacks on the Aztec. So Machines trying to collapse. Aztec could be in big trouble here. Isn't going to be able to Arctic us all the way. Forced to flash, very low though, and that's going to be the first blood going over to iGesso. Now they're going to try and chase down Arxen. Arxen going to take some damage. He's stuck behind the pillar. No flash available. They can go for this kill. No Machines is going to get the damage. The Conqueror coming in very, very well there, and iGesso able to get the 2 kills. And a gank on the top side. Good collapse by Instinct there to punish the over-aggression from the side of Aztecs.
Yeah, very good from them by there. I guess so was just there in the perfect time. Normal Jeans, got the better trade out of that 1v1 versus Arxen. And then in the end, Aztecs didn't have ult. He didn't really have that much. He didn't see Theo into the fight. And I guess so Normal Jeans ended up getting the better out of it. Even Anchor was moving up at the same time. Like, they were ready for that. Even if Arxen was going to go on the tower, like, Anchor was already there waiting for it to get the kill.
Well, Infernal Drake is the first strike up here at 8 minutes. I would imagine both of these teams are going to want to try and play around that, so we'll have to see who can get the early advantage in the bottom lane. Fidelcy is going to get the early roam. The Baby Cage will not land, though, so Inheritance just able to walk away. Too bad about that, and essentially just wasting Fidel's time there as he does spend all that time to get anything for it.
We'll see, I guess so.
Yeah, red buff. He's probably going to run into Aztec here. Aztec, none the wiser, is going to take some damage here, but the bottom lane can roam up, so he's just going to have to run away, but still able to steal that red buff. Going to feel pretty darn good.
Oh, I guess we need to be a little careful, though.
I mean, I guess so.
Shut up.
Love my jokes. I'm like,
That's
freak,
terrible.
aren't I funny? Ooh, but there is the Glacial Prison is going to land on him up onto force the flash away. Can they get out the damage? The heal is up, but that's going to be way too much. Down goes the Misfortune, and that's going to be a kill. Over to the Alistar. There's a call of the Fortune back on the top side. Knockup is going to land on Enormous Genes, but no further follow-up from Arxen as Trundle was able to retreat. Tower Fidelcy as possible right here, but he doesn't have his ultimate. That's going to be a full price combo. Misguidance trying to back away, but Fidelcy is going to be able to walk away as well as the net misses. Chain those headshots again. You can land that if you want to get the full damage combo.
Yeah, Aztec coming in now with his ult, definitely gonna get the best out of it and move on top lane.
Arxen, Enormous Genes fighting on the top side. Enormous Genes has activated the ultimate. Can Arxen get this? He doesn't have the Billow's Breath yet. Enormous Genes backing away. This is very risky, but Arxen is healing up. Uh-oh. Arxen, go for the charge. Arxen, do it. Anchor's here. You gotta get the kill. Oh, he's just gonna be able to escape from the pillar. Not from the Baby Cage. There's the ultimate and Anchor. Able to grab the kill. 1 and 2. Arxen top side. By the way, everybody prefers Baby Cage to Event Horizon, right?
Baby Cage.
It's just better.
This is the first time I hear that.
You've never heard that?
No.
Baby Cage. Just little babies. Just drop them in there. You don't go anywhere. It's your little crib.
I've never heard that before, Baby Cage.
But would you agree it's better than Event Horizon?
I like Event Horizon though. Such a badass name. How can you not like that?
It's still better. You got your priorities all out of whack, people.
I mean, Baby Cage sounds dumb. What are you, like a
What?
baby?
Maybe. Maybe I am.
Well then. Cannot get with that then.
What can you do? But back to the game here. Aztec sitting around the top side. He's kind of looking for a play for the game, but remember he's sitting out of vision, so Central will just back away. These teams continuing to form up a pink ward where Aztecs is on that Infernal Drake, so they will see any initial moves towards that objective. Looks like Instinct wants to clear it out now, I guess so. And here, the Event Horizon is going to catch Inheritance until he get a little bit of damage, and here comes, I guess I'm going to try and come around the wall. Able to zone away, and Inheritance will be able to back off. Looks like we can see a fight here soon. There is Glacial Prison. He's going to land on him. No, he's going to take a lot of damage, and down he goes. Inheritance able to grab the kill. There's Muff Hunter dropping the ultimate as well, and Anchor able to turn around and take down Aztec, so a 1-for-1 trade here. Pressure onto the Infernal Drake. Both teams will be waiting for Machines has ultimate available. He could go for this fight, but choosing to wait it out right now. Maybe trying to see if Arxen goes aggressive and then he could turn it around. No jungle pressure on the top side, so it will be an isolated 1v1 at least for the moment. Arxen is going to buy. All the forge gun is going to get knocked up. Now he's going to probably be forced to use the ultimate. There it is. The knockup isn't going to land there from Arxen. Good pillar from Enormous Genes. Going to try and chase him down. One more auto attack, and he munches Arxen to kill the Enormous Genes. Now 1-0-2, actually doing a solid job on the Trundle despite that early deficit in the laning phase.
Yeah, doing a pretty good job there. Making sure he's holding onto his ult when the perfect time comes in. I honestly don't know why Arxen went for that fight. Again, you know, Tang versus Trundle, Trundle always wins. And you know, Arxen there was playing a little bit too cocky just to protect his ward, his pink ward. Oh, this turn might go down. Arxen might go down as well now.
Yeah, he's gonna teleport to the top side. It's essentially gonna go to waste as that tower goes down essentially immediately after he shows up. It's gonna be pretty darn bad as Norman Machines, and it's only gonna he's gonna scale pretty well into the mid and late game.
Ooh, Fidel.
Mabel actually able to juke out the stun and return some damage to Fidel. Here comes Misguided. Awesome. Wants to go for the fight. There's their headbutt. Pulverize is going to land on the Fidel. Can he get the stun? Should be able to. There's the auto attack, but there's the ultimate from Fidel. Maple could be in trouble. The passive is going to proc, and ooh, the Caitlyn is so low. Looks like just able to escape. Misguided supposed to flash away. There's Norman's Jeans. Got it away. Bot lane will just be able to escape. Like the early aggression from Instinct, they will use the rift here. The lead in gold lead is pretty darn good for them.
Yeah, Mabel Anchor would also put him lots of damage in mid lane. Like mid lane is currently very low. Bot lane's about to go down. No, not about to, but might go down if they stay. But they're going for a dragon instead.
Pretty solid trade there, honestly. They trade the Rift Herald for that first Infernal Drake. Down at the mid. Inheritance could be in trouble here. Force the flash away after he gets stunned. The next Drake will be a Cloud, so no Infernal stacking as of yet. Could see that later in the game, and they have their foot in the door on that front now. Looking to push to the mid lane, trying to clear out these waves. Sex needs to be careful. You get caught by Anchor, you can eat a lot of damage really, really fast. You will miss. Game has certainly slowed down over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, we see Anchor now. He finished building his Loon's Echo. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from him. Currently sitting on how many stacks? Let's find out. Well, he has right now 243.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's holding up like 100 ability power just on the stacks. That is massive. Like, holy hell.
Yeah, that is a big meager right now. Sitting at 2-0, 128 CS, and as you mentioned, that Luden's Echo now in his build. He's going to hurt a lot. He's going to take some damage with his Inheritance. Setting a hold on to the ultimate for now, but will take Anchor down below half health. Both of them is now working their way towards the bottom lanes. Could see some action here in the 2v2. Aztec is going to get here first. Inheritance possibly going to roam down as well. Clear out first. Guidance is going to be able to avoid the stun there. Here comes the Udyr. This could be the 3v3 fight. Udyr going to move his way over to the Tribrush. Aztec in the back way to hopefully stay out of the vision here. I guess so. It's just going to back away as Inheritance does roam down to the bot, so they still could look for a play here if Love and Jealousy don't respect their lack of vision being caught. Aztec does have the Glacial Prison available. All ultimates actually, in fact, available for Aztec. Same for the side of Instinct.
And this Veigar's going to be a massive problem that's not dealt with.
I guess so. They seem to have caught out Misguidance with the Pillar of Flame. There's going to be the stun, the passive blocked by Fidelity, but Alistar is pretty darn tanky. I guess he'll actually taking a lot of damage here. He could go down. There's the ultimate coming out from the Misfortune, but Misguidance is going to be able to survive. The Glacier Token will miss, but it is going to be able to slow and force the flash out of Mukta. So good turnaround there by the Aztec bot lane as they turn kind of a bad catch there into a kill for themselves. Here comes Arxen in the mid lane. He's going to get the knockup with the fall. The Forge Cup, but the heal from Anchor will actually keep him just barely alive, and he's going to turn the kill around on Inheritance. But here comes Aztec trying to get to the mid lane. Is going to be able to collapse on the Normal Machines. Normal Machines activates the ultimate. Misguidance is here as well. There's the Permafrost. The Baby Cage is going to be able to keep them away for long, but Normal Machines just able to escape to the safety of this tower. Now, Hunter and Fidelcy roaming up from the bottom lane, possibly looking to assist in the mid lane. Push. The Rift Herald drops in the mid lane. Seems like kind of a misplay there by the side of Aztecs, kind of wasting that Rift Herald by not dropping it maybe in the side lane prior to this play. But we do have a pause, folks. Looks like we got a just a little bit of lag. So we're going to get that one fixed up as soon as possible before we get right back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, Anchor with the damage coming in there, turning a very questionable dive into a very successful kill in the end, getting the inheritance there. Arxen just needs to get his defense up at the moment. He does have his Glacier Shroud and Nashim basically building up into the Iceborne, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to make sure like Veigar, and then we also have the brand. We're coming in with all this massive magic damage coming in through there. Like Arxen has to start being a little careful about that. But I mean, in general, like I guess so's actually been roaming a lot, doing a lot of work around the map.
Yeah, he's certainly been doing his best to make his presence felt in the different lanes. Has gotten a couple of good ganks and 2-on-1 so far on the Udyr. Keeping up in farm as well with Aztec, so...
Yeah. And, well, we got an update on the other game. Nitrogen is currently 17-13, leading in kills, and they're up gold. 0.5 gold and a 6-4 advantage in towers as well, so they're currently winning.
Yeah, we are back to Lorenzo. Aztec's push will be started.
Looks like Arxen finally finishes Iceborne Gauntlet. Oh, I guess so.
He's actually going to go down in the mid lane and Mercury Anchor able to grab that kill. So that's a kill for Mukta. They try to chase down the but still it's there.
Got double turret going down here. See, 40 seconds until the next dragon spawns. And this is going to be an air dragon, well, Windrake. Pretty sure at this point I guess I should be done with his Trinity Forest. You see Cam Maple has finished his static shift now, so he would have that the wave clear coming in there. But with the help of the Victor, I don't think wave clear is going to be much of a problem here.
Drake is going to go over to Instinct here. Also able to secure that one fairly easily, and solid lead here for the side of Instinct so far, about 5,500 gold, and Certainly exceeding my expectations so far. I definitely liked the draft by Instinct a lot better, but Instinct has just done such a good job playing around, I guess so, in that Udyr that's been able to build an elite so far. Now, Machine wants to fight on the top side again. He's going for Arxen. Arxen could be in big trouble. Anchor is going to get engaged on the mid lane, but he is able to escape with the Event Horizon. Arxen going very low. Miller should be able to possibly secure that kill in just a moment, but Fidel C and the rest of the team fighting in the mid lane. Arxen just able to escape there, so...
Yeah, ended up causing his flash in there in the end there. But as you can see, the normal Jinx is very strong at this point. The Titanic Hydra finish up, he just takes away all your resistances. You know, Arxen can't really do much. All he has right now at the moment is well, he has 124 armor, but that's gonna be cut down right away from the subjugate coming out from Trundle. So this Trundle's gonna be a massive problem during team fights now. It would Anchor also right now currently 4-0. He's holding up to, I forgot the name of the item. I feel like a, but anyway, he had Anchor.
Anchor is building up an Abyssal Max.
Abyssal Max, there you go, thank you.
Arxen uses the ultimate at the top and the 1v1 building. That was really necessary. He really has he has no kill pressure on that Trouble anymore. Trouble has just gotten too big, so he really should be saving that ultimate for team fights. But here's the big problem. Instinct is pushing on the bottom side, and Instincts are going to be so late to respond. This tower is going to go down, and Arxen is continuing to try and fight this 1v1. They are going to possibly trade towers and continue to push in the mid lane. He is able to secure that tier 1, but Instinct can still push here if they want. The wave clear has finally arrived. As Paradise is now on the bottom side. They are going to try and collapse on an Aztec here. He is going to be able to dash away, but taking a lot of damage. And Blasphemy will just save his life as he will escape to the safety of his base. But Instinct continues to push on the bot side. Norm Machines, man. He is just racing through these towers. Arxen could be in big trouble here. Norm Machines activating the ultimate again. Going for Arxen. One more auto. God, stop canceling your auto attacks. And the kill.
Oh my god.
We'll go over to Norm Machines. Oh my gosh, I was about to be so tilted. Norm Machines trying to run away from Inheritance here and is possibly just going to be able to escape. The Ghost activated by the Inheritance and the Pillar is just going to be enough. He's actually able to get out of vision, but Norm Machines is going to go down there. Inheritance able to grab the kill. He almost escaped, man. If there had been a blast kill there, he would have been gone. Unlucky. But
well, I mean, he got the flash and goes away from Inheritance, so I say a win-win trade there.
Yeah, I'd say he's not feeling too bad about that.
So we got 5.5K lead over here on the side of Instinct. Like everyone's just super strong at the moment. I guess so has this Trinity Force finish up. We see Muff Hunter probably should be finishing his Black Cleavers shortly. And then, you know, Fidel coming in here with the Haunting guys, building more of the AP damage coming out from their support side.
Baron is up, so it looks like both teams may want to play around that objective. Arxen going to eat some poke from the mid and bottom lane trio there. So force the back away. We'll have to see if Instinct wants to dedicate a lot of time to try and secure vision around the Baron. They do have some wards up, but they do need to clear out some of the assets.
Arxen needs to get some levels on him because even though he's level 12, while even Norman James is level 15. Norman James is close to his level 3. Subject Gaze is going to be massive damage in the team fights.
Not really committing to anything here around the Baron. They're sitting on 2 wards actually, so Instinct knows exactly what is going on, just trusting their instincts.
You got jokes, huh?
Some. It could be a fight here. There's the call. The Forge God is going to knock up just Norma Jeans, though. There's this guidance going in for the headbutt pulverized combo. I guess so is going to take a lot of damage from the brand. Fidelcy trying to run away. The Permafrost is going to lock him down, but Aztec is actually going to go down. Misguidance going very low. The Pillar of Flame will secure the double kill for the support brand. Norma Jeans is just taking up so much damage right now, and Maple could now be in trouble. I guess we're going to try and chase him down, but he's actually going to go down prior to being able to grab that kill. Yes, Arxen able to take him down. Fidelcy wants the kill here. The Pillar of Flame will just miss, though. Maple really able to sidestep that one, but still a one fight there for the side of Instinct as they trade just 1 for 3.
4v5 coming out from their side, and then end up winning the fight in the end. You know, though, the brand all just came in clutch in there.
Secure 2 towers here is actually the Inheritor Tower on the bot side goes down to Muff Hunter, and the 3-man team in the mid lane takes down that tier 2. So they just continue to knock down structures, and now the Mountain Drake is up as good to see Instinct going to stack those elementals, as well as the Baron is alive. They have pink wards over there as well, so we'll be able to see any funny business from Aztecs, and they're going to turn back for this Mountain Drake first.
Some pretty good outcome coming out here from the side of Instinct. And then we're getting 2 towers in the end, and a free dragon afterwards. And I'm pretty sure Aztecs is going to probably try to rush down that Baron, but it's going to be a little tough here. Norma Jeans does have TP, so if anything does happen, he could just end up TPing into it.
Well, Aztecs able to clear out some of the vision around Baron there.
It was a very questionable, like, during that fight, I saw Inheritance could have done so much better. He was actually focusing more down on the same target, because he was looking for Anchor the whole time. He was just trying to get Anchor as much as possible, like, quickly. But in the end, I guess it was there with some damage. Fidelcy also there, and Norma G's just tanking everything in there.
Yeah, Fidelcy is the support, and he's just like, you want to run at me? I'll hit anybody that I can hit. My damage.
Well, he's a quote-unquote supporter, but
yeah, very, very loose definition of support there. He's 2-1-2, and probably has, I would say, he's probably second in damage for his team right now, behind only Aether. But we'll have to see at the end of the game how that one shakes out. Around Baron here. We'll have to see how aggressively Instinct wants to play for this objective. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, you're winning all the fights. I would say they start Baron and force Aztecs to come and fight them. They're looking to rush camp there. Right on the Baron. Aztecs have vision of this, so they can respond. There's the teleport coming in from Arxen. He's going to try and zone them away. There's all the Forge God is going to hit onto a few. Baron is going low. This could be the smite fight, but there's the great Glacial Prison in. Aztec able to secure the Baron. What an ultimate there. And even if they lose this fight, which they most likely will, Anchor going low, but Maple trying to carry this one. Norma She's going to try and flash onto the AD carry. Maple doing as much damage as he can, is going to be able to secure the kill. Fidelcy's low. There's the ultimate for the Caitlyn. There's the double. There's the triple. And that's the ace and the Baron for Aztecs as they come back in game number 1.
Wow, what a fight coming out here from the side of Aztecs. I did say that Norma Jeans used his subject game way too early to just get onto Aztecs. That was probably one of the biggest mistake there. You just save the ult, make sure you use it when the team fight happens, not when they're trying to steal Baron away from you. But Aztecs coming in clutch there. He takes out the freaking the prison, coming in there, gets I guess so he couldn't even do much in there. And Aztecs ends up taking the Baron. And now we're going to probably see a massive gold advantage coming out from here, or get as close as possible to the lead that in instance got.
That was just so perfectly timed by Aztec there. Comes up with a Sejuani. They have vision of the Baron, so they know exactly what health it's at. And he hits that Glacial Prison right before it goes into smite range, so that he can just Arctic assault over the wall. The DPS was still coming out from Left Hunter on the Baron, and that was what kind of secured that perfectly. Hit the Glacier Prison, Left Hunter brings it into smite range, and then he just Arctic assaults over the wall, smites it down, and then for Maple to actually carry that fight was so huge. Honestly, it almost looked like Aztec was going to get aced there at the start of that fight, but good zoning from his front side and then able to just get out enough damage to win that fight. So that was absolutely a huge play from Aztecs as they try to get back into this game.
Yeah, we're getting to the point now where Cam Maple has an IE already set, static ship set to go, Hurricanes now, and then Last Whisperer coming out of him. Like, this is the point where the Caitlyn is just overpowers the strength of the MF. I mean, MF is coming out right now, building all the lethality, you know, with the Ghost Blade and the Black Cleaver. Now getting some crit in there, but even then, that's not going to be enough damage to overpower the Caitlyn on the side of Aztecs.
Flash away from Aztecs. Everything was kind of caught in the red side of jungle. But here's the problem. Norma Sheen's solo pushing on the top side. There's the call of the Forge God.
Turret has been destroyed.
Actually gonna miss as Norma Sheen's just able to back away, but he is able to secure that tower. 7 towers now in favor of Instinct here. They are still in this game. Aztecs certainly still behind, but that Baron helping out a lot. They'll have to win another great fight or two, at the very least, to get back into this game. Looks like Instinct may want to go for good. Event Horizon is going to catch out the Caitlyn, and she's deleted. The kill going over to Anchor. Aztec is down as well. I guess they're going to try and chase him down. The headbutt is going to knock him away, but that will mean the Alistar's life most likely is flashing away. The Event Horizon will land. That's going to be the stuff. I guess so is going to get popped by Inheritance, and Misguidance actually just going to be able to escape. So good return damage from Aztecs. They lose the fight, but they save their base.
Yeah, good job front end. Anchor Brush again, the baby cage in there, making sure catching up Cam Maple there.
It's catching up.
Yeah, but Norma Jeans is just gonna keep split pushing here, getting as much damage into this inhibitor. Now we do see that another Fire Drake gonna be coming in 14 seconds though.
Here comes the ultimate of the Horn. He's gonna
Just waste it.
There, but yeah, it really doesn't do much.
I would have saved it for maybe potential Fire and Dragon. There's gonna be another Fire Drake here. It'll probably be the 4th Elemental Dragon coming out of Instinct if they do manage to get this.
They may look for a pick here in the jungle. Aztec could be caught. Is waiting around inside the Event Horizon, just gonna be able to back away as Sejuani's still pretty tanky. So he isn't gonna be popped all that fast.
Ooh.
Last code as Fidelity doesn't make it over the wall, but still should be okay to burn down this Infernal Drake to be able to secure it thanks to the smite of I guess so. So that's a double Infernal, a Cloud, and a Mountain.
Yeah, 4 elementals in here now.
That in front or Elder Dragon.
Elder Dragon.
Next will be very, very huge for Instinct if we do get to that point. No way that Aztecs is going to want to give that one over. Could mean the end of the game.
Yeah, and Anchor just finished his Rabadon's Death Cat, which means his AP has gone up to 797.
Woo!
226 just from his passive.
That is a big yordle.
Hey man, we can probably see 1Q and Cam Maple might be gone.
Maple was surviving long in this game. Otherwise, so much pressure coming out of Fidelcy and Anchor with him able to just burst.
Ooh, we see Norma Chase in the backside though.
Split pushes here, going for the back door on the enormous guy. He's here to get a combo, but honestly, probably focus the inhibitor, but he's to actually get some damage on this guy, but he's eating a lot of DPS. Our machine's gonna try and run away, but it isn't gonna work. And Aaron is able to secure that kill as Instinct is too late to save their top laner.
That was a little greedy for Norma Jeans. He could have just easily backed away as soon as he saw the bot side of Aztecs. And, you know, decided just to stay there, trying to see if he can do anything. My buddy, you can. No 1v3 at this point. You know, and Arson's just starting to build his Negatron cloak. He's also looking like he's also going for his Abyssal Mask as well. So Arson only sitting at the right now 115 MR. And Anchor, you know, his 700 plus is definitely gonna cut through that. That did nothing.
Anchor, yeah, you can't. You aren't gonna hurt Aztec all that much. Pretty tanky so far, but if I was Arxon, honestly, I wouldn't be going for the Abyssal Mask. I would want to go for the. What is that item? I hate when I forget item names on cast. It's the one that reduces damage on like subsequent spells.
Yes, that one.
You know what I'm talking about.
I always forget the item too. Like ever since they changed the whole MR items, I was just like, what was the name of the item again? I always forget.
Man, give me Heart of Gold, Riot. Come on.
Oh, don't remind me Heart of Gold. Instead we get Spooky Ghost, but it's okay.
Spooky Ghosts are still in the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Instead of getting Heart of Gold, we get Spooky Ghost.
Well, looks like Instinct is going to try and set up around this Baron Aztec, waiting in the wings to possibly try and make a play here, but Instinct is slow playing this. Maple possibly looking to bait out here, but Aztec is going to be spotted out. The computer most likely saw that. Nothing going there with the International Death Rush. There's the call to Forge God. This guy could get on the back line, but just able to flash the bus before this game over. I guess so. It's taking a lot of damage, so he is taking up a lot, and the ultimate from Muffin will do a little bit, but not much follow-up. Oh, but the passive from Videl is he's able to proc it onto multiple members. Will take them fairly low, and Aztec, force the back way, doesn't have that Warmog, so... Adaptive Helm, thank you.
Well, it didn't work, but you got the kills in the end, Anchor.
Goodbye, Aztec, yeah. Adaptive Helm. Adaptive Helm is so good against the team they're playing against, right? You've got Vigor spamming Qs all the time with his code as well as the Brand into his passives. You want to take an Adaptive Helm. In my opinion, we'll have to see. Arxon is going to get poked away, though, as Instinct passive on the Baron. They don't have Smite. Risky, but that's
very risky.
Well, there's the call to Forge God. It's going to knock up the bottom lane. They are able to secure the Baron, and Machines may want to try and chase this down. The Baron is going very low. The ultimate activated by the Trundle, and that will force Inheritance to just flash over the wall to escape. And Baron over to Instinct now. They have their chance to close this one out in the next few minutes.
Yeah, they end up catching up on Aztecs. And gonna lead to a 50-50 Baron fight, but in the end, Instance just ends up getting the Baron. So let's see now if they can probably close this. I mean, they have the goal lead, they have the items. It should be no excuses right now. And I just got information that Nitrogen won the first game in 47 minutes.
Ooh. That one going a little late. Ours looks like it could go that way as well. Pretty much guaranteed to at least miss 40 minutes. We'll have to see how much farther it goes. I guess so. Flanked here by Misguidance. Possibly going to
I guess so.
combo, but just going to be able to run away. Not too much happening there. Have to see if Instinct can set up some sort of fight here as No Machines pushing in the mid lane. Doesn't hold up. A lot of damage here, though, is towards the back way and use the just to escape, but looks like it's going to do his lunch. Arxon able to grab the kill. No Machines again punished for being too far up with no vision and just not respecting the collapse of Aztecs. That could certainly be something that costs them the game if it continues, because they are relying a lot on this Trundle to, you know, get some sideline pressure. But really, when you get the whole team kind of collapsing on that one member, your 4-man unit needs to be pressuring the map. Anchor is going to go for the kill on a Misguidance, getting out a little bit of damage there. Here comes I guess so. There's another flame. There's the ult coming up from the orc. Is going to knock up to. Ooh, that could be big trouble as the AoE damage onto the AP DPS and cut down his Anchor. Buff Hunter is left alone here. Is going to go down, and that's the fight for Aztecs. They're going to turn on to the Elder Dragon now. Not going to be a huge Elder Dragon, but they are able to secure the Anchor away on the side of Instinct. Is very huge, but I guess so is really like Aztecs has any vision of this, so he can go for the steal. He can see the Baron, the Dragon. He left got Smite ready. He's gonna go over the wall. He's gonna go for the Smite. The Smite, it's gonna go down. I guess so. He's able to secure the Elder Dragon, and he might even escape. He's gonna be able to escape. Normus Jeans with the distraction teleport. Now the only problem is if Normus Jeans isn't able to escape, and he might be able to actually, is gonna channel his recall, and he's actually gonna be able to send Arxen. He stopped channeling it. Is he gonna go for the kill on Arxen? He can take him down. He has that Elder Dragon. He's got the true damage burn. The Lord is tanky. He'll just run away. Smart there by the Instinct top laner, but that is Elder Dragon buff. 4 elementals stacked with members. Instinct is able to take that away from Aztecs.
Yeah, pretty close coming in for I guess. So Aztecs did not have any vision on him, so like, they really couldn't even see the steal coming in through. Normal Genius using his TP to cause some distractions in there. Normal Genius, you have to use your subjugate on a tank, not a carry. I know you want to kill the carries, but your tank is where it's more useful. Yeah, but it's going to be a problem if Normal Genius continues to get caught out in these situations where he's split pushing and the whole team just collapses on him. You guys have to make sure you play the what we like to call the dance, where like one team pushes in and then you push in by yourself, not both at the same time, and then one person to get caught out. But I mean, in the end, they do end up getting the Elder Dragon buff, so let's see. Hopefully now they could probably close.
Shakes out. Still covering around the mid lane, but not great sieging power on that team, so they should go down to the bot side. There's an open inhibitor down there, and Aztecs wasting time clearing towards the base. They're going to lose an inhibitor. I don't know what they're doing there, but they are going to cast out. There's the AoE damage coming out. I guess I'm going very low. Anchor is right in the front line, but Aztec is low as well. Misguided is going to take a lot of damage. There's a little bit of a buff. Is going to shred through the horn, and he is dead. Misguided is going to go down as well. Maple trying to carry this, though. That's the double kill for Muff Hunter. Can they go after Caitlyn? But there's the double in return. Maple able to take down Muff Hunter, and Normus Jeans and Fidel forced to retreat with their tail between their legs. Oh, yeah, so low after that Kate ultimate.
Cat Maple is just getting in all the work in there, like he cannot be stopped.
Yeah, sitting at that build, that Caitlyn is absolutely huge.
Yeah, and he still has his what's it called again? Guardian Angel, like he still has it. It did not go down. Anchor's just getting caught out back and forth. I mean, he did have flash, so he could have flashed out away from all this and tried to put as much damage as possible. And even Muff Hunter at this point does not have the same damage as Cat Maple does. Cat Maple coming in here with all full crits, getting a massive procs in there with his headshots. And Inheritance, like I mentioned earlier in the pick and ban, now he's getting massive power where he can just easily cut through everyone, especially when it comes to AoE fights.
Could be in big trouble. That 6,000 gold lead becoming more and more meaningless as this game draws longer now, eclipsing 44 minutes. Baron is up in just a minute, and that's definitely going to be an objective that these teams want to play around. That Baron could possibly determine the winner of this game. I would imagine we will see a big team fight around that objective.
Yeah, 47 seconds to go. We're going to see right now, Insta just cleaning out some wards. We do see 2 pink wards only coming out from Fidel at the point. Everyone's almost full build, so not enough room for their pink wards here. See, the Muff Hunter decided to go with a Mortal Reminder instead of the what's the other one called again? Yeah, thank you.
An interesting choice. I honestly feel like the Lord Dom could have been better considering you're playing into a triple tank composition, and there isn't a ton of inherent sustain. I mean, you can cut through the Warlogs, but you really cut that sustain as soon as you do damage. So it would have been a lot more worth for the Guards, but we'll see how this one pans out from Hunter.
Yeah, I would say Enormous Jeans is getting out traded now that Arson has the Thornmail ready there for him, and then even though he can just fight for days now with the Warmogs in his bag. Anchor, you gotta be a little careful there, buddy.
Instinct still trying to siege here in the mid lane. Normal Machines continuing to split push, and Arxen is here to deal with him. Now, Arxen possibly not going to go down, but there really is no, almost no kill pressure between these top laners any longer.
Baron is live right now. We gotta make sure the bot lane just gonna push in. Make sure you get some vision down around Baron area, and you can easily either bait it out or start a Baron.
The Machines are going to collapse. Somebody is able to take down that inhibitor. Opening up when they want to trying to run away, but they are going to be able to get a lot of damage on to Anchor, and down he goes. Inheritance able to take that kill, and now Instinct forced to retreat. A big collapse there by Aztec, catching out the Instinct mid laner, and that could possibly mean Baron. Instinct is retreating towards that objective, but it will be a mismatched fight.
Yeah, pretty. Don't know why Anchor was going into that side. Like I said before, all you had to do is just play the waiting game. Get that boss side to keep pushing in. Like, you have super minions coming in there. Like, no need to force something out of this. But I mean, they do get an inhibitor turret. But open inhibitor probably will go for the next objective. Now we do see at this point Access is trying to clear as much vision as possible. Ooh, Camable.
Yeah, so maybe getting caught out here. No, just able to run away. Does Instinct for this Baron? Anchor about to be back up. Ooh, Aztec could be caught. Fidel is going to get the DPS out down here. Aztec forces a flash over the wall, but down to about a quarter of health, and that is a big play. Is Aztec going to burn down? Woohoo!
So
Forcing out the
close.
heal of Maple, that passive damage from Fidel along with the Ignite, just shredding
This is it.
through the Sejuani's health bar. They can go, they're going to go for the Elder
For the
Dragon.
Elder.
This is
double buff.
yeah, this is probably smart because they can get the 4 elemental stacked Elder Dragon on their entire team, which could essentially probably ensure them the Baron. Looks like they're going to try and burn it down maybe before Aztecs realizes they're... seem to think they're up to something, moving their way towards the Dragon Pit. Are they going to pull off? Looks like Instinct is not confident enough to take it as of yet. The Machine's got to be careful. Could get collapsed on here. Has to. He's walking into the brush. Whoo! Just gonna drive by misguidance there.
Well, they're stunning up the dragon now. The dragon's going down pretty fast though.
Yeah, it's down already below 10,000, below 6. They're absolutely blowing this one up. It's going to go down. That's the smite. That's the Elder Dragon for Instinct. This could spell big trouble. Misguidance forced to flash away, but he is going to get caught by the Event Horizon. There's the Ultra coming out from Buff Hunter. Down goes the Alistar that killed it. I guess so. Now Aztec trying to run away. The
Oh my god.
slow him
Oh
down.
my
Good
god.
opening from Inheritance is actually getting through the lineup. And by Buff Hunter, he's going to go down. This could be a big fight for Inheritance. There's the double kill. Now stunned. Fidelcy forced to flash away. Aztec trying to chase them down. Here comes Inheritance. Wants the triple. There's the triple. Down goes Fidelcy. And the BM stopwatch, I guess, as Anchor is running away. But that could mean the Baron. Dude, that's so huge. Aztec, what a perfect ult there. And the CC coming out from Inheritance, able to blow up the 80 carry and then around that fight. Could definitely need the Baron for the side of Aztecs.
And then once again, Instinct's just forcing fights, but you like don't need to force them. Play the map. You guys could have easily just gone down to get some inhibitors, even Baron.
Just gone and got the Baron.
Yeah, they could have just gone Baron, get Baron, you know, push for the inhibitors, easy game. I mean, if you guys want to fully like engage in this kind of fights, and Fidel has to go buy the that new support item that makes everyone go speedy. But
Shirelius.
oh yeah, Shirelius.
Yeah.
I didn't know it still kept the name, but yeah. So yeah, Shirelius. Like, you guys need to get that if you guys want to try to engage here, because there's really nothing to engage here other than Norman she's using the pillar. That's about it. Like meanwhile, like Aztec just has to call of the whatever his name is. The call the Force God. There you go. Yeah, call the Force God. You know, you have the Glacial Prison in there, and even Misguidance coming in here with his headbutt pulverize combo. Like, it's just you can't engage into them. You have to wait till they engage onto you and then turn it around.
Well, and the great thing about them being able to secure that Elder Dragon, right? You've got double Infernal, Cloud, and a Mountain. Then the Elder Dragon. You could turn to Baron. You could take down Baron so fast. You've got a Mountain Drake, plus that true damage burn from 4 elementals stacked up. Like, that's going to go down so ridiculously fast. And you already took down the Elder Dragon super fast. And even if you don't burn it down quickly, Aztec has to talk about that engage advantage that Aztec has. Well, that can kind of be nullified if they're forced to just run right at you. You can dictate the fight. So Instinct could be in big trouble for that misplay. They're going to be able to clear out the minions here, but that is an inhibitor down for Aztecs. They are able to push down the mid lane. Now they're going to possibly look for the tier 2 on the top side. Markson looks like he's just going to tank this as Maple will the tower. Going to go down pretty quick. They are swinging back with Machines has arrived. There's the opportunity. It's going to just clear out the minion wave as the Baron of minions have arrived. Inheritance is going to eat some minions there. Don't see.
Marlins don't ulti. He keeps ulting the Victor, like in a hole. Like, you need to use that subjugate on Aztec, someone who's really tanky at this point. Let's see what the MF though just started going down as well. You know, all this lethality coming in here, pretty good in the early game, but now we hit the point of a late game where it's not really gonna do as much as it really won't do much.
And this game's certainly stalling out. We heard that Nitrogen game peaking at 47 minutes. We're now about to hit 53, so this one definitely very much in the late game. The 4,500 gold advantage for Inheritance, or Inheritance Instinct, excuse me, meaningless at this point in the game. Everybody hitting full build. The adaptive helmet grabbed by Normus Jeans. We got full builds almost across the board here, so outside of the support, this game is as even as it has been since minute 1. And it's just going to be execution that determines how this game goes so far. Now Aztec's trying to push to the top side, able to grab that 2-2 tower. Machines is going to teleport to the top side to try and slow down Arcs and split push here. Fidelity, got to be careful. Spot out. Here's the Glacial Prison is going to land. The support could be in big trouble. The Event Horizon save him a little bit, but Maple just 2 shots the support, and down goes Fidel. Buffington and Pro Machines trying to turn on to Arcson here. He is going to go down, and that's the kill for the 80 carry, but they're pushing into the base. They need to get back as quick as possible.
At the last crit of Fidel.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Could see Bush Camp. Maybe they're just going to rotate down to the bottom side. Yeah, it does look like Aztecs wants to go for this tier 2 tower and take that down. They have a minion wave working its way up there, and Instinct will be late to respond. Maybe it's going to be able to hold it away, I guess so. Actually forced the flash away. How about a misplay there by the Alistar? But look for the chase. Maple getting caught a little bit, but just able to net away.
And then this is where the Udyr pick comes very questionable once again. he had that whole early pressure in the game, but now it's just like, what is Udyr gonna do in a team fight? Poke down?
He's getting deleted by the Kaylin.
Exactly.
Glacial Prison will land onto the Misfortune in order to just trying to escape as best he can. I guess he'll actually getting onto the back line. They're forcing out the... Oh, the Zhonya's, and actually Muffet they're able to take down the Victor. Great Event Horizon there from Anchor, actually able to avoid Arcson. Anchor needs to get away. He needs to stay alive. Muffet trying to run away. Norm Machines is going to go down. That's the ultimate from Cannibal, but Fidelity has arrived. There's the ult. It could force out the Guardian Angel and will the double kill, however, still for Maple on the Caitlyn. Muffet is low, so is Anchor. They need to back away and avoid dying, but that is a 3-4-3. This game will continue to stall out.
Man, these teams are so damn close. Like, it really depends on how the tanks fight through the fight here. Like, you know, land all the CCs on the right targets, making sure that neither Anchor or Muffhunter can put down any damage. But at the same time, Camape was just so hard to get to. You know, Misguided is there protected, and Heritage also has his field in the middle, so he can also just, you know, block any access into them. But you know, I gotta give props to Cam Maple. He's definitely proving me wrong here. I always said that Cam Maple could not be a carry of a team, but then here he is, definitely showing me that he could carry any game he wants. Now we do see Baron coming up live at the same time as Dragon. I'm pretty sure Instance is gonna go and try to focus the Dragon up as quick as possible, try to get more of that true damage coming into their damage output.
Aztecs will actually be the first one there. Does Instinct actually want to go for the Baron instead? Would be an interesting choice, but Aztecs working their way up there. And I agree with Lilac Star in chat. You need to kill the Kate to get anything done. I couldn't agree more. Maple has been absolutely just tearing apart Instinct over the last 15 to 20 minutes. Now sitting at 11, 2, and 11 on this. Caitlyn doing a lot of work, and Instinct now going to work their way down and start up the Elder Dragon. The last one is used. They should be able to take this one down pretty quickly. What is going to be Aztec's response? We're going to try and fire overall. Here comes Aztec. Overall is going to be the smite, and Aztec gets it! This could be the fight! Ooh, he is going to go down, though. Lands Glacial Prison onto the Misfortune before he dies. There's the ultimate from the Misfortune. The bullet time is going to take down two. Maple's going low. There's the triple. Oh, baby! There's the shutdown for the Caitlyn, but it doesn't matter. The ace for Instinct, and they could possibly finish this game.
Yeah, and this time Anchor survived. That's the main point. Anchor survived. Norm Machines decided to use his subjugate on a proper target this time. So Anchor surviving, making sure he puts so much damage in there. You know, Muffhunter also put as much as possible before he ended up dying. The exhaust comes out way too late from his guidance and ends up killing, and that's a constant the ace for the team.
Somebody please clip that fight while I have a second. Please clip that.
Props to Aztec though. I mean, he does end up taking the Dragon here, but in the end, it's not really going to matter because in the end, Instance is probably going to be taking the game one here.
Oh, this is going to be at the death timers are way too long. All of them at least 25 seconds. And Norm Machines and Anchor, just a formality as they are able to take the Nexus down and grab game one for Instincts over Aztecs.
An amazing game, honestly. You know, we had the early lead coming out here from Instinct, and then Aztecs just pulling through. Cad Maple, I mean, you lost the game and everything, but you definitely proved me wrong. Like, you are definitely a carry of this team. Coming in here with 12 and 13, sorry, 12 and 3 at the end. Like, you were just destroying the back line, the front line of anyone in Instincts, and in the end, Instinct came out through, but good job to both teams, though. Like, oh boy, that was such a great game to watch.
Very, very fun to watch. I couldn't agree more as these teams just trading blows back and forth throughout that one. A 59-minute slobber knocker between these teams, and Instinct just able to come out on top as they grab game one and will now hold the lead in this series heading into game number 2.
Yeah, let's see game 2. We're going to be taking a break now, a little break.
Yeah, folks, please stick with us. I don't have the timer set up on screen, but if you have your phones ready or whatever, we are going to take 10 minutes here for Abel and I and everybody to catch our breath, and then we will be right back for game number 2, so just stick with us.
Yep.
No, I got it. It's gonna work now.
You fix it?
Hello. Say something.
Hello, 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 hello.
Oh my god. OBS
That, we fixed
doesn't
it.
like me today.
We fixed it. I hear it.
This is why Smack can never leave. You can't.
Damn you, Schmack, for
can't
going out.
trust me to do this. This is your fault, Smack.
I blame everything on Schmack. It's okay. I'll tell him when he gets home. I'll be like, hey, Schmack, it was all your fault. Well, I guess we're going into game now. So, as we were talking while we were muted, we're giving now basically what we think about this game.
I don't even know, dude.
Well, here's the little things though. All right, so we decided to do an over and under. I think we said the time for the game was going to be what, 45 minutes? You said
It was 42 and a half was the over.
all right, 42 and a half. We both agree is going to be under the 42 minutes, and then we said total kills is going to be 35. We both said over that, and then I asked a damn question: is I guess are going to feed?
Oh yeah.
But of course, you know, my friend over here, Yesa, doesn't want to answer that because he doesn't want to get flamed, but it's okay.
Nah, dude, I don't get flamed. I do the flaming.
Well, you're not flaming right now, so I don't know about that.
Well, we are into game number 2 here between Instinct and Aztecs. Is Instinct looking for the sweep? And pause.
Boy, do I love some pauses. We should
A
have.
summoner has disconnected.
Why is the one backwards? What is this? OBS.
Why is there?
Why are you doing me dirty right now? Like, what?
Instincts with the backwards one.
I don't even get it. Yeah. There you go. OBS doesn't like me today.
A summoner
Not
has
today,
reconnected.
apparently. But it's okay. We back into the game now. Everyone's reconnected. I'm pretty sure we have the ready to go here anytime soon. Any minute now. Maybe right now. I remember when we used to play in CL, there was a thing where every Ozone game had to have a pause. It was just a meme going on around where like anytime an Ozone team was playing, it was just a pause. It looks like that meme still lives on.
Game
There's
number
pauses
2.
going on.
Woo.
Hey, you got the one.
I fixed it. Yeah. We did it, guys. We made it. Unpausing now. Game number 2.
Welcome
Into the game.
Summoner's Rift.
Let's do this. Alright, pretty standard from everyone here. 5 point from both teams, except for Arsen, who came in late, but it's okay. See, what's interesting about the way they do 5 points is the way the Aztec does is that they show their jungler on which side of the map he is in. Unlike Instinct here, where the jungler is in the mid side, we leaving up for our Aztecs to guess where he's going to be going to. Arsen with the ultimate
Minions
DM
have
here.
spawned.
I like how both of them, when they dance, they, like put down the weapons.
Well, we're gonna get both junglers starting on opposite sides of the map. Aztec and Indalecia from the dual lane. They're on for red buff.
Oh, I want the pass to take it. Oh,
I guess so. Taking part of this red buff as well.
Project.
man, that was the shortest Q I seen from a Scion.
bit here, but Arxen, they're not on top right now.
I think he took the grasp.
Yeah, did he go for Comet for the poke?
Comment. And a pause. It's looking like Anchor here is getting DDoS.
Feels bad. Now I'm curious, I want to hear your win conditions for this second game. Aztecs trying to force this to a deciding game 3.
Yeah, obviously, with the way Asa has to win here is making sure the Normal Jinx does not get ahead. One of the problems was from the last games, the Normal Jinx did end up getting ahead at the beginning of the game, ended up bullying Arxen away. Just in this game, you have to play safely as much as possible. Get Arxen hopefully a lead in the top lane, and Harrison has to roam around. He does have the push and power over the Zyra here, and Kameko just needs to farm. Kameko farming up, making sure he's ready to go. Like, it should be an easy win for them. And then just an update going on right now. Nitrogen versus Ragnarok. Nitrogen is currently 10-0 in kills. Boy.
Nitrogen possibly could take the 2-0 victory over Ragnarok. That would be a very interesting turn of events. That will face Requiem in the semifinals.
Wakium.
Requiem.
Good old Wakium. Ooh, nice pull coming from Normal Machines, but Arxen's shield is going to be too much to handle.
Yeah, Misguided's going to take some poke back there. And sitting in mid lane, Anchor. It has been a long day.
Muff Hunter and Ank Hunter, Can Hunter. That's cool.
They're all hunters hunting
They're all hunting.
for a berth in the semifinals. That's what they're hunting for.
Oh wait, it's actually the other way around. Ragnarok's currently beating Nitrogen 11-0.
Oh. You baited me.
I got baited by the title.
Normal Machines get the damage out, forcing Arxen to flash away. Could he go down to the bleeds? Almost. He's going to go very low and actually first blood. Normal Machines.
Oh, Normal
Bleeds
Machines.
OP.
The first thing that I said.
Don't let the Darius get ahead.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Alright, Angry.
Aztec is going to get mid lane, trying to get after Anchor, going to flash for the crowd control. Anchor going to flash away as well. There's going to be the permafrost for the fallout damage. Not enough to take down the Zyra. He will be able to escape, but forced to spend both of his summoner spells. Hunter is going to get stunned here by Misguided.
Poke. Missed that. No one saw that muffin. It's okay. Arxen will be using his TP to go to lane. Meanwhile, Normal Machines is gonna walk up there. They get a pink war, so he's putting down some visions that making sure that Arxen's fully not prepared for any ganks here. There goes, I guess so. Pass is also around the corner though.
Too quiet on the top side, Norma Jeans is going to get a little bit of a heal. Could possibly take down Aztec here first, but Aztec is going to be able to grab the kill on Enormous Jeans. I guess it will trade back. Arxen not going to be able to chase down the Uter, so a 1-for-1 trade on the top side.
Yeah, Arxen got that clutch in level 6 here in the end. Ends up getting the ult, knocking them both up. And I guess it's still level 4. Aztec was level 5 during that fight. But now we're going to see Norma Jeans use TP to get it back to lane.
Something from target.
Finally, bottom side though, Fidel first the flash makes a good ultimate there from Inheritance. Maple really going down. They're able to trade Summoner spells and flash Fidel for the Ignite of Misguidance.
Yeah, like I said before, Inheritance has to roam down there. And he ends up roaming down, costing Fidel's flash. I think Misguidance also used the Ignite. Yeah, he did. So good roam from him. Surprisingly enough, you know, Muff Hunter has been pushing in this Jinx of Camap was currently sitting at 28 CS ahead of the Muff Hunter.
Mid lane though, if Aztec has it on here, it's gonna land the Glacial Prison. Down goes Anchor. Good gank there from the Aztec jungler. A kill for Inheritance. Now Norma Jeans wants to fight on the top side. Arxen gonna take some damage here. Fully stacked bleeds. Norma Jeans want to go for it. There is the dunk. Won't be able to secure the kill yet. The bleeds probably won't be enough this time around. Arxen should be able to survive.
Yeah, it was very close though. Arxen decides to stay around here. He does know that Aztec is up there as well, so he could support him if anything ends up happening. Guys, please don't let it go to game 3. I'm trying to sleep here.
Abel's tired, guys.
I am. I have work today. To the other 4.
Cyan in the top lane. Looks like he's just gonna use it to get back to the lane here. Not much gonna come afterwards. We are gonna get fight on the bottom side. The bubble does land on a Misguidance. He is gonna be able to flash with the ultimate, and it's just too late as Muff Hunter able to grab the kill with the Caitlyn ultimate. Now they'll be able to turn on to this Ocean.
Yeah, I honestly thought that ult was gonna make him live there, but just a little too late.
Inheritance doing his best to discourage this thing from taking that Drake, but not enough.
I guess so. He's gonna end up catching Aztec in his own jungle.
Aztec, he's going to charge up the wall. He's going to be in big trouble here. He's going to get him over the wall a little bit. Inheritance here for the help. And oh, Anchor could go down, trying to get away, and he is going to die. Aztec taking very low. There's the dunk. And Norma Jeans could get the resets. Arxen taking quite a bit of damage here. And down
One more
goes.
dunk.
Can they go for Inheritance? Ooh, man, Inheritance possibly going to be able to escape here very low. And Mana has to be careful. Doesn't want to get anywhere near that Darius. I guess so. Wants to flash over the wall. Ooh. Will be able to escape.
And if only Norma Jeans had dunked on top of Arxen. It's okay. Yeah, but Camap is building the massive CS leader currently. 40 CS ahead of him. Hunter, you're supposed to have the range here. You're supposed to have the higher CS.
I guess so. Enormous Genes have turned on to the Rift Herald, looking to take that one down and possibly open up the map a little bit as both of these teams are dead, even in gold. Those structures have gone down. Just a couple of extra kills over the side of Instinct so far. They're going to get the stun onto Muffin. He's going to net away, but no, got to be careful. Steps on the traps, and Muffin is trying to trade back into Misguidance. Not much coming there. Instinct bot lane will back away. Inheritance taking a lot of damage here in the mid lane as Anchor's plants doing good work and could force Inheritance out of lane. They're very low on mana as well as health. He is going to be forced to back. Sion in the top lane. Arxen ulting to get away from that gank from, I guess so. Probably pretty smart. Didn't want to get caught there in the 2v1.
A lot of action going on back and forth between all the lanes here. And now Anchor's just putting too much damage on top of Inheritance. Inheritance has to walk away from his lane. And meanwhile, the bot lane, Misguidance and Cam Maple playing this lane pretty damn well to the point where now Cam Maple is almost 60 CS ahead of Muff Hunter. So it should be pretty interesting to see how all this is going to turn out after laning phase, though.
Rift has been dropped on the top side. Fidel, not respecting what was going on there. Force the flash away. The Glacier Prison will land on enough, and force the flash away as well. Now the ultimate from the Taliyah has kept them stuck on the front side. Anchor could go down here. There's a super mega death rocket, and it will help take down one. There goes the support as well. Muff Hunter going very low. The one more auto attack, and Maple grabs the double kill.
Ooh.
I guess so is gonna grit one in return. Take down Misguidance. Do not let him get away. Okay. Meteor does get a kill.
Down. Damn it, I want him to feed and not get kills. What is this? This isn't the best.
Oh, man. Norma. There's the dunk, but Norma actually could go down. Can he get the heal? The flash auto, and Arxen takes down Norma's Genes in the 1v1.
Look, now everyone in every lane is just going down here. I mean, and me. If Gray Gan coming here from Aztec, making sure that his boss side is pretty saved up. Cam Maple now has 2 kills under his name. Finish up his Hurricane now. So this is the point where they have to take action, and they're just taking down more structures here.
Yeah, 1-1 tie in Towers. Aztec with about 1,000 gold lead. Not that crazy, but certainly at least build it up as they to force a game 3 here.
Can we not, please? It looks like Ragnarok has actually beaten Nitrogen in game 2.
So
pretty quick game.
Come up on the second stream, folks. Make sure to check that one out.
Standing still is more dangerous than moving forward.
Genes could be in big trouble here as the bottom lane has come to try and take him down. Maple firing away does have the Super Mega Death Rocket available, but won't choose to use it as of yet. Machines could be in big trouble. Is going to go for the kill. That may be a little over aggressive going for the dunk, but it is too late. Maple able to grab that kill, and the tower will surely follow.
Yeah, it's another free tower now going to the side of Aztecs, and bringing up to 2 turrets down. You know, I know Arxen is doing a pretty damn a good job down here protecting his bot side turret. Oh, looks like they're probably gonna go for a fight here.
If they want to collapse here on the bottom side, there's the ultimate from the Sion. Fidel will take, oh my gosh, that was a lot of damage. Muff Hunter could be in trouble. He's going to get collapsed on the Glacier Prison, lands with a double kill to Arxen. These Aztecs having a good start to the mid game here, now up 3,000 gold with that collapse. Teleport coming into the mid lane, Anchor trying to push down that tier 1, but Arxen will force him to back off.
Yeah, Fid engaged there now.
Anchor flashing into the knockup. Hello.
Okay.
That was so weird.
Lag?
Aztec could go down, trying to get away with the dunk. Will go through Norma's jeans. Grabs that kill on the Darius. They're going to obviously go for misguidance here. The stun will discourage any further chase, and now Instinct will go back to farming up.
I love the animation. Freaking dunk animation is so awesome to watch.
Yeah, his
Just
arms
working.
are stretching out like twice as long as his body.
Yeah. No, I just refuse to play that champ though.
Time to get going.
See Norma's
Here on the bottom side. Here comes the ultimate from Arsene, trying to get down there. Norma Machine's trying to fight the 2v1 here, but Mufflunter could be in big trouble. Going to try and net away, but is going down to Arsene. Norma Machine's trying to get away as fast as possible, but Inheritance chasing him down. Isn't going to get the heal. Kill.
Oh.
Inheritance. Now, I guess so. In Anchor trying to get Aztec here. They are going to try and chain the CC. The Glacier Prison will hit Anchor. Aztec trying to run away. I guess they're going to stay on him and be able to secure that kill. Inheritance could be in trouble here, but is getting out a lot of damage. I guess so as low. But LC is going to go down. Inheritance forces the flash away, but I guess so is able to survive. Anchor could go down though. Maple trying to chase down this mid laner. Maple is excited, but won't go for the Udyr.
I would see Topset's also gonna be pushing in to the size of Aztecs here. But Arsene and Bossa also trying to get that tier 2 turret. And meanwhile, mid lane they're gonna probably get this outer tier, so it goes down. Oh, Muffhunter doesn't even do any damage to Arsene.
Arsene is able to
man.
take down that tier 2 and Muffhunter after all that time, not even able to take him down to half health. That Scion is so tanky, and the Caitlyn still working on her first completed item.
Yeah, not having that first sign is really hurting her. Does have only just the BF Sora and the Zeal, but not enough damage to get through Arxen's defenses here. When Arxen already finished the Sunfire Cave and also Ninja Tabi, no damage is coming out from the Muffhunter at all. You know, Norma's Jeans is looking to go for the he's doing the Bramble Vest double cloth armor. Which is pretty strange.
Uh-oh, Inheritance could get caught here, is knocked up by the ultimate. Machine's gonna get the dunk, and the kill is stunned. No, there's the ultimate coming out from Machine. He is ignited, he's gotta be careful, he can go down, he's gonna be nice. Ticks, and just able to survive. The Darius will escape. Good ultimate from Misguided there, will get Aztec out. Needs a little bit of damage. But good fight there from Instinct as they look to try and claw their way back into this game. They're about 4,000 gold behind, not insurmountable. Big problem is their late game carry in the Caitlyn is very, very far behind.
Hey, she got a turret though.
Just able to take that one down in the bottom side, but looks like Aztecs wants to turn back towards this bear and at least clear out some vision. They will take down the pink ward, and we'll have to see if they do want to go for the second. It doesn't look like it though. Just going to clear some vision and clear some waves.
Yeah, it's too early for the Baron fights going on here. Cam Maple now has his completed IE, so they're definitely the stronger side here. Cam Push is going to put so much damage in front of it. Normal She's right now only has the Warden Mails and the Bramble Vest got together. So not enough armor here to sustain the damage of Cam Maple. We'll see how this fight's going to turn out. We're seeing a lot of wards coming down here, the side of Aztecs towards the bottom side of the river as well as sometimes. Ooh,
Norman
just goes down.
Out here is going to go down there as Inheritance able to grab his third kill of the game now. 3-1 and 8 on the Talia. Aztec doesn't want to go down without a fight. Right down under there in the tower. Moving very low. First the flash away as Talia just shredding through the Caitlyn Telpar. Aztec could take a lot of damage. They're forced to flash away from the Inhibitor tower. Markson as well as Anchor is just good DPS to the backline, but Mabel wants to come back for something. There's the ultimate will just miss wide. Oh, I guess so, but Normagenes wants to go in flash, misses the pull, and will be slowed down by Arkson. Should mean the Aztecs can get away safely.
Yeah, in the end, I mean, Aztecs ended up getting the turret. That was important with this whole fight. They're also pushing down the bot side. So if they can keep their vision down in around near Baron, it should be pretty easy Baron to pick up for them. Man, Cam Maple's about to flame Horizon.
Oh, jeez.
Iceborne Gauntlet being picked up here from the Scion now. Getting more slows on top of his 2 slows that he has in his current kit.
Cloud Drake has spawned. Looks like Aztecs want to play around this. Instinct looking to possibly contest. Misguidance is going to get caught by the room, I guess so. Gonna chase him down, but coming pretty slow. Mabel has arrived. That could be big trouble to here now. Trying to run away. The ultimate activated by Misguidance, but Anchor could be caught here, and he's going to go down. Mabel with the kill. Now there's the Glacial Prism. Won't miss on a Fidelity, but it is still going to slow. Misguidance able to grab the kill onto the Zyra, or the Nami, excuse me. Down goes the Udyr as well. Muff Hunter, the only member left outside of Normagenes. And now Aztecs will go to the Baron and back. Uh-oh. Barons could get a pick here. Normagenes just able to walk away.
Good fight coming out here from Aztecs. Ended up catching up on Anchor there. And now they're just going to turn to Baron. Should be a pretty easy one. Get it right away. Start reset the fight. Start pushing down. You know, get the split push going down here with Arkson has TP advantage at the moment. But that looks like they're going to continue to push forward on the top side while Misguidance ends up recalling.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Aztec now with the Baron too. Look like they want to push down the top side. More members grouped up here as Misguidance just coming out of base. They've got a minion wave and pretty easily take this tower down. How aggressively do Instinct want to contest it? Maple is the key. There is going to be the pull. Maple to flash away. The bubble's going to land as well. Anchor trying to take down the Jinx, but Aztec will go down as well. Ooh, good job. I guess so able to get onto the Jinx and take down Maple. Unstoppable. Arkson is going to be able to ult away. But that's a good fight there for Instinct as they are able to turn around that tower push. The machine still wants to chase, but eating that threaded volley to the face from Inheritance is going to make him think twice.
Yeah, and then they end up catching up Cam Maple here. Good job from Fidel getting the bubble. He got it twice, actually. Once at the beginning of the fight, and then once again another time there in between the fight. Ended up bringing down Cam Maple and Aztecs. Both of them go down here. Seems to be a, you know, I think the keys to happening in these games where the people who get the bear end up losing the fights. You know, like I mentioned before, like once after you get the Baron, go back, reset, make sure you have more items than your opponent, and then start getting into the split push. And you guys have TP advantage, easy setup there. And instead, they decide to end up going for turret on the top side. Ooh.
Misguidance going very low, and Aztecs forcing think that Caitlyn will keep their support alive. Roderick is going to go down, though. So that would be the second elemental for Aztecs. Let's see if they want to fight. Back away. Here comes the ultimate from the Scion. Glacial Blizzard will miss. They are going to be able to get some damage on the miss. Guidance, he activates the ultimate. Is he going to save his life just barely as Norman Jeans is caught out? Now he's going to try and get the pulls. Good job. Fidel able to, or not Fidel, able to take out the backline, but that's still the double kill for Maple as Aztecs continue to just bulldoze through these team fights. The Jinx now 7, 1, and 4.
Yeah, those crits are coming in from the Jinx are too much now for N16 to handle. Materials now should be going down.
Yeah, firing away on that inhibitor tower will go down fairly easily. They'll turn on to the inhibitor now. They can go to the top side after this and finish off that tower and maybe push for a second inhibitor. We'll have to see.
I don't think the inhibitor will be doable here.
Aztecs have decided to back. They'll spend their gold and then come back to the lanes and see if they can possibly push for a victory with the rest of this Baron. Excuse me, the Baron is down now, but
They did end up getting a 7k gold lead now, so not bad in there. Nope, not bad. Bad power play here. Okay, Maple. You see the
one thing going for the side of Instinct here is the fact that they've got solid wave clear between Anchor and Muff Hunter that they can, if they want to, if they play it right, they can certainly stall this game out and look to scale. So
yeah, they can definitely scale. But at the same time, like if they end up scaling into the end, Cam Maple outrages the hell out of Muff Hunter. He has more of a threat when team fights, and Norma Jeans is just slowly getting caught here, and I'm putting so much
catch out
damage
Arcs
to
in here trying to take down the tank at the start of this fight, and they will be able to. They will lose their inhibitor tower though. In response, Muff Hunter forced the flash away the red buff tick, and he is going to go down. Inheritance able to grab that kill. Maple firing away in the backline, has the double kill. They're going to turn on to the inhibitor, and they could look to finish here. Just have to see.
Destroyed.
Turn on to the Nexus towers. This should be it. Anchor in markers in the pen. They're going to do their damage. The pull is going to land on Aztec, but down goes one Nexus turret. Fable firing onto the second one. Aztec just trying to get distracted. Distraction does. Arctic assault away. Normal Machine's going to go down here though. Misguided goes very low. Force the flash away, but his ultimate will keep him alive. There is the second Nexus tower. And on to the Nexus. Maple going to carry Aztecs to a Game 2 victory and force a deciding Game 3.
Yep, Game 3, here we go. Thing that I did not want, but it's okay. It's a good job on the side of Aztecs, using all their as much as possible. Crazy good Scion coming out here from Arxen. And then Cam Maple, of course, carrying there. And then should be a pretty interesting game going now to Game 3.
Yeah, we should be into this final one pretty quickly, because I would say at this point we just skip the break and get right to the game. If Abel can get out of spectate today.
Hey, now give me a second.
Gotta get some new hamsters in there. Get that thing working.
Leave my hamsters alone. Alright, they had a day off yesterday.
So they should be fine to go big today.
Nah, they can't do it. They need like 2 days off in a row.
Ready,
Yasuo's
folks?
not even waiting, just straight up art.
No rest for the weary. Ready to get into game number 3. Just want to see who can take this series and move on to the Ozone Gaming Galaxy League semifinals. You're going to see Aztec back on the blue side for game number 3 after being able to take that game 2 in response to a strong start by Instinct. We'll have to see who can take this series and finish it off.
Bye, Janna. Bye, Oliver. Same ban since last game.
Won't be denied.
Is it finally a ban to Sejuani now?
Your commands tire me.
Love you too, Newish. Appreciate the support, and I know Abel's all right.
What?
What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing.
What did they say now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What'd you say?
I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just hearing things, guys. I think I think Abel needs to see someone, man. I think he's sick.
I mean, I already know I'm sick. Wow, the Swain.
Yeah, the Swain actually going to come through here. The first pick for Aztec certainly can go top
Oh.
or mid, but the Mordekaiser are going to go over to Norma's Jeans. One of his best champions, as I mentioned earlier in this series, a 74% win rate on it in solo queue.
I guess we're going here with the Jax. Completely different champ here now compared to the Udyr. More of a gankable champ here where he can just easily gank lanes. Okay, Anchor, I freaking love you for this. This is the mid Nautilus.
No way.
This is
Anchor, bringing
special.
out the anchor?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to see this.
Not a problem.
Now I'm angry. Going.
So we're hitting the bot lane bans here from the side, the MF as well as the brand coming out. So no more brand here for Fidel. Love Hunting picking up that Twitch though. ADC whose power has gone down recently, but it's still pretty, could be trouble here if he gets ahead of the Caitlyn. And the Cho'Gath. I think we're going to Arxen here. Something that I haven't seen Arxen play in such a long time now.
Oh no, the Leona?
Leona probably coming out from his guidance here with the Leona Caitlyn. I guess it's Twitch.
Spicy!
I guess it's Twitch who can barely move around. Fidel, I don't know about that pick. Ooh. Nope. You play me.
The last second recon there for Fidel, going for a little bit of engage as well as shielding. The engaged range for that recon is pretty big, combined with his shield, flash, and the grand entrance. So we'll have to see how well Fidel can use that champion. As we head into game number 3 here, folks, both teams tied at 1. And the winner of this one will take the series and move on to the semifinals.
And they will face Impulse.
Oh man, the
Or
Nautilus mid.
Lightsicle.
Is this gonna be like an AP Nautilus or a tank Nautilus?
I don't know. I think he likes going to AP though. I'm not sure though.
Oh gosh, I would love if it's the AP build.
Either way, it should be a fun one to see here in the mid Nautilus. Let's see what's going on the other side of the Nitrogen game. Looks like probably just in starting game now. Well, this is the last game of the day. Unless some random bug happens where you have to reset the whole game, but no.
Last game of the day.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see the Norman Jeans with his Mordekaiser here, going against Arxen's Cho'Gath, and I guess so switching it up and playing his Udyr, so he's gonna be picking the Jax up and an Anchor with the spicy Nautilus mid here. Rough Hunts on the Twitch, and then Fidel C and the Rakan. And then the Aztec sides, we're gonna have Arxen and the Cho'Gath, Aztec on the Vi, and Harris is on that powerful Swain. Yamaple getting his Caitlyn back. Hopefully this time he'll be able to carry the game. And then Misguidance on the Leona. So a lot of CC coming out from the side of Aztecs here, with the Arxen's Rupture here and Leona with all her CC on top of it. This Twitch is gonna have a pretty hard time doing any damage.
All right, well, the spectator delay is almost up, which means we are almost in a game number 3 between Aztecs and Instinct. Hope you guys have enjoyed the cast so far. Certainly have enjoyed this series. Been very back and forth as these teams duke it out, giving their all to try and move on and continue their quest to grab the Galaxy League Championship.
Yay, Galaxy League Championship.
Impulse is waiting next week in the semifinals, and the winner of this game will get to move on and face them.
And I'm pretty sure Impulse is definitely watching these games in the moment, and studying up how Aztecs or Instincts play. Let's see who they're gonna face next week. What do you think? So, should Impulse be scared of any of these teams right now?
If Aztecs plays like they did in Game 2, they should be scared of Aztecs. Instinct, I don't know. I feel like Impulse should have that series, but you never know.
You never know what the anchor here can do with his Nautilus. And it looks like he might be going for the AP build, as he currently has to comment on it.
I'll tell you what I do know. We are on to the Rift, folks. Game number 3 begins.
Oof.
Last game of the day.
Hopefully.
Guaranteed.
Hey man, you never know. Some bug happens. You have to
All right.
reset this game.
It's
and
my
then it's all over.
last game of the day.
Oh, he says his.
I'm tired, man. I was up at 4 a.m. to go to work,
Same, bro.
and
Those
I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep.
same. Only had let's see. I had 3.5, so it's 30 more
30
minutes. than you,
seconds
but
until minions spawn.
just so tired. Just want a nap. And then my brother got me wings, and I can't eat them yet because it's too late.
I will say though, I am very, very glad that I was able to cast this series. It's been super, super fun to see these teams throw it down here on the Rift.
Throw down some base downs.
Good to see it one more time. Junglers, looks like they're both going to start on their respective blue buffs as emote spams galore, I should say.
Imagine if I had a real weapon.
Something real weapon.
Imagine if I had a real weapon. Imagine if I had a real weapon.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that
Real weapon.
BM wins games, so never forget that.
Hey, we're not supposed to tell everyone to BM.
I'm not telling anybody to. I mean, what if everybody wants to lose games in our audience, and then I'm helping them lose? Or I'm, like,
All right, you guys heard it
hey,
here.
BMing a lose, so.
Ooh, Twitch poison almost took that away.
Abel X Asa. Yeah, what about us?
First of all, that's not how you spell my name.
Pretty point early game so far. Just curious to see how these lanes come out from
Get him, Anchor.
Nautilus. Very interesting selectors here.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gonna land the anchor.
Oh, Twitch chat. I really want to see Anchor just blow up this Swain. Oh, there you go. Oh, he nice.
The Aztecs will actually cancel the Q there. Good read there by Anchor, and will mitigate the gank by Aztec. She's out the flash as well.
No Merchant's putting in work here on the top side against the Togath. You telling no.
Forced to back in the mid lane as Inheritance has been Getting a few trades in a row. Gonna mean that Niles has to go back, grab a Negatron, Pokepot, and some brown bags. So hopefully should help him survive some of these trades. Yeah, brown bags. Tell me you've heard that one.
Yes, I have.
Okay. I feel like you can't not have heard brown bags if you've been around League as long as you have, because I know you've been around for a few years. I would have been very disappointed in you and whoever taught you to play League.
You can blame that on Smack.
Everything's Smack's fault. Anchor and
You already know.
Inheritance. Get a good little trade going here in the mid lane. Arxen getting pushed under his tower by Norman Jean's Mordekaiser.
And Norman Jean's putting that damage in though.
Interestingly enough, the Caitlyn is actually 0-2 in this series so far. Can break the curse here with that one continue and send Instinct to the semifinals. Anchor again, trading with Inheritance there in the mid lane, but isn't winning a lot of those 1v1s.
Man, he's beating him in CS.
By a little bit, yeah, but the health bar is taking quite a beating in the last couple minutes here. Looks like Norma Jeans wants to fight level 6s for both top laners. Here comes the Vi. Good flash from Norma Jeans. Gonna get him away from Aztec.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. If that was me, I would have not flashed at all.
Okay.
Hey man, I would not flash that at all. I'd be like, whatever. If I get hit, I get hit. It's the end of the world. Man.
Collapse there from Inheritance, and Aztec will take down, I guess so, and give first blood over to Inheritance. The Machines taking quite a bit of damage here. Could go down. Good CC chain, and Aztec able to grab that kill.
See, if you would have saved that flash, you would have gone away. It's all about the plan, man.
Wants to fight, but here comes the Vi. Ooh, good job there. Anchor could be in big trouble, and Inheritance able to grab that kill. Now 2-0-1, and a great early lead on the side of Aztecs.
That's what makes Swain so powerful. He's doing his flocks, his passive, being able to just pull anyone in with the CC coming out here of Aztecs, and just get your target closer to you and just blow them up with your Nethermore and it's Q. I forgot what his Q is called. I think it's called Death's Hand. Yeah. I agree with you, Sharkle. Swain shouldn't be a thing at all. Fortunately, every champ that I touch gets a buff, and then I stop playing them.
Hey, could you start playing Rakan and Braum?
Dude, Rakan's in a good spot. Braum, I can see
Doesn't
why.
mean I don't want him to be broken.
Ooh, normal she's might go down here to Arxen though. He gets one more rupture. He's gonna go nom nom nom.
Oh, not enough damage yet. Oh my god, the sustain for Norwich Cheese, and Arxen just goes, ah, screw this, I'm out of here.
That sustain came out of nowhere.
Oh man, dude.
Where did that
don't
come
mess with the
from?
Mordekaiser, I guess. The Munch, it almost looked like Arxen's Feast gave Norman
Healed him?
Jean's health. Yeah, it like healed him. I was so confused. Going in on the Muff Hunter, and he's going to go down the ultimate for Fidelis. A little too late, and his bot lane partner will go down, and now Maple can look to push some towers on the bottom side.
I'm still surprised with that damage that came out from Norman Jeez. Nevermore. And Harris is doing a lot of work here on Anchor.
And it's never moved.
Never moves, yeah. Swing's cancer, man.
Yeah, Inheritance pretty well bullying Anchor in this laning phase. Arkson gonna use the Rupture to keep, I guess, going away. Go after Inheritance here. He has activated his ultimate. Anchor's just gonna walk away, I guess. So has arrived as well, but here comes the wide good hook, but down goes Anchor, and goodbye the double kill for Aztec.
Massive damage coming here from Demonic Ascension. He ended up getting all his powers. And Norman Jeans also goes down here. Ah.
Just like that, it's 7-0 in the kills department for Aztec, looking for their first tower now as they very much control the early game.
Pretty easy here. Harris is just too strong now. He's 2-0. Does have 71 CS in the moment. Rod of Ages already completed. In what? 11 minutes in, Rod of Ages completed. It's should be a quick game from him, hopefully.
So does want to get a gank onto the bottom side. Fidelity going to try and get in here. There's a grand entrance, activates the ultimate, is going to get the double charm here, but Maple going to be able to flash away. Good ultimate from Misguidance is going to stall as Aztec has gotten in. There's the ultimate on I guess, so he's forced to flash away. Can he go down? The Rupture will miss. The Silence will miss as well, but it's not going to be long. I guess so. He's still alive, just able to walk away. Muff Hunter will take the damage from the Caitlyn ultimate and survive, but I guess so just able to escape.
How the hell did he get away?
By the hair on his chinny chin chin.
Yeah, it's gonna give a first turbo to Norman Jeans on the top side now. Pretty forced fight there coming out from them. Let's get some gold now to Instincts, but Aztecs now is gonna be just picking up that dragon. Putting more pressure down on mid-tie. Hopefully get that bot side as well. Because Normal Jeans.
There is Arkson getting knocked up by the Nautilus. Ultimate Normal Jeans forced to flash away. His Inheritance is going to get the kill there. Anchor could go down as well. Double kill for Inheritance.
Yeah, Swain's a little busted.
He's kind of strong, just a little bit. But
Just
they want to fight on the bottom side, able to juke out the net there. Fidelity does want to go in, does get the grand entrance on the Misguidance, but he is going to be able to get on to the Twitch. Twitch going to go down very low here, has activated his ultimate, but the headshot from Maple will be able to secure that kill. Fidelity going to go down, that's the double. More Maple, here comes the teleport. The teleport response from the mid lane, as here comes Inheritance. Norman Jean's going to take a lot of damage. This Guidance going very low, but Inheritance just going to be able to save his support. And Norman Jean could be in big trouble. There's the ultimate coming in from the buy. They're going to collapse, and Inheritance able to get his 5th kill of the game. Aztecs completely in control of this 3rd game.
Yeah, it's 12-0 now. Have a 6k gold lead. Another Katura going to go down here. There's probably another 1 more K there. Yep. And it's looking like Aztecs are just putting on all this force now and looking to close this game quick as possible. Maybe they're also tired. They just want to go to sleep. And Harrison's like, yeah, I had enough of this. Let me just end this real quick. I gotta say though, it's been a great game, a great series here coming out of Aztec though. In game 1, he was able to steal the Baron and the Dragon, and game 2, you know, even though game 1 did end up losing, still great performance coming out from him. Game 2, he made sure he was all over the map with his Sejuani there, and now with this Vi, putting all this pressure everywhere. Hello.
Hello.
No, I was like when the Twitch says hi, I will say hi back. It's gotta be, you know, it's gotta be nice.
Jeez, this gonna be dropped on Aztec. He's trying to run away, but I guess so. He's gonna be able to get there and grab the shutdown. Inheritance trying to sustain with his ultimate. I guess so, taking a lot of damage. He's gotta be careful. He's gonna get pulled in. Inheritance will take down the Vi. Goes with the final proc on his ultimate. Anchor collapses with the. Is gonna get collapsed on there. Swain. Fidelity gonna try and delay this, but it's not gonna do much. Inheritance able to grab the kill. Fidelity could go down here as well. Norma Jean's forced to run away as the Rakan is dead, and there's the double kill for the Swain. 15-1 in kills, and Aztecs looking dominant to close out this series, possibly.
Hopefully. But no, yeah. Once again, you know, Acid it doesn't end up getting caught there, but
New Inheritance with another kill going for the Twitch, and bye-bye. Maple able to grab that kill. This down goes Muff on them.
The Inheritance currently 7-0 here. So many items on top of him. So much gold on him. 10k gold lead almost now, so.
I guess he's gotta be careful here. He's gonna get ulted by the Vine. Down he goes. Inheritance 8 and 5. The Swain going off right now. LC is forced to run away as an Instinct just one by one filing into their death. Buff onto. Oh, and that's gonna be the surrender. Oh my gosh. That is a 17-minute surrender.
Wow, the first time it's happened in
gosh.
In the Galaxy League here. See the surrender coming out of them, but in the end, great game coming out here from Aztecs. You know, making sure they ended quickly. Thank you guys for answering my prayers, so I can actually go to sleep now.
Oh man, just dominant finish there by the side of Aztecs as they just blow through the map. 18 kills to 1, and so bad that they force Instinct into a surrender at just after 15 minutes. That is ridiculous.
Ridiculous performance coming out from here from them. Everyone played pretty damn well in the last game. Cam Maple just making sure he put as much damage as possible. Arkson, you know, welcome back to the league, and you know, you did a great job there. You know, holding out yourself against Norma's Jeans here, one of our probably top 4 top laners here in the league, but in the end, Arkson ends up taking it all.
Quite an impressive finish there, and then I have to ask you, before we wrap things up here, for your MVP selection, Abel, for that series. Certainly a couple of candidates, but I'm curious to see what your thoughts are.
I'm going to actually give this one, and I'm going to hate by saying this, but I'm going to give it to Cam Maple. You know, even though Aztec did steal away all those the Baron and Dragon, Cam Maple just put such an amazing performance there in being the carrier, the carry the team needed to be in the first game. Even though they ended up losing it, but he did manage to, you know, have the game just last for so long and try to get him a win there. But then game 2, he just came out super strong. Even game 3, it wasn't much of it, but in the end, he ends up getting a lot of damage in there and, you know, taking the win for them. And now we're gonna be pulling up Cam Maple now to us, so give us a second here. There he is. Sure, he's still Bermuda. He's still Bermuda for some reason. Hello?
All
Here
right,
we
we
go.
are now joined by Maple, the 80 carry for the victorious Aztecs after getting that reverse sweep in resounding fashion after that surrender. Maple, what are your kind of initial thoughts after finishing up that series?
I was scared about the Nautilus and Mordekaiser, definitely. I didn't know what to expect from that, but Arxen coming in with the Cho'Gath, I was a little iffy on having not much of a hard engage until we picked up the Leona. So, but he really did well and shot down the Mordekaiser for us, and we realized that we kind of skewered them in pick and bans, so that we'd have a shot to pick certain champs over others. So, and that's why we actually got the Swain. But other than that, I wish I played Corki.
Well, a couple of impressive games on the Caitlyn. The Caitlyn was 0-2 to start the series, but you're able to grab the win at the end. Now you guys will move on to the semifinals to face Impulse next week. What are your initial thoughts on that series, and what are your expectations for your team?
My thoughts on it, let's just say I don't think we're going to bring in a bad team comp this time against them, considering the last time, but we still somehow won that game. We did scrim them in a best of threes once, but that was mainly us trying to figure out, like, practice new champs and practice different ways to play. But I think it'll be interesting because it's kind of the meme team versus I don't really know what to call us.
The Dream Team?
Maybe. But a note to accelerate: Corki versus Jace. We got it.
Corki versus Jays. That's what I want to see now.
All right, well, final question for you. You guys head into the semifinals now. Obviously, Impulse isn't going to be an easy test, but how confident are you in your team's ability to go all the way? Do you think that
we think we can win.
You think it's right within your reach?
We think we can win the tournament. We know we're capable. Like, especially, I think we are consistent enough as a team that we can not just beat Impulse or any just regular top team in this league. We can beat Requiem. We can win games against Requiem and the tournament. But yeah, I really feel confident in Radiant's ability to keep me in there. Peel for me. Inheritance, he's probably the most consistent player I've ever played with. Aztec, him coming from mid to jungle, blew my mind because he's doing so well. And then right now, Arxen, we just picked him up, yes. But even then, him fitting in with his attitude fits in with our team so well that I don't even know where to start with.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Aztecs 80 carry bursting with confidence, feels that his team can win the tournament. If you guys are curious if they will, in fact, do so, make sure to tune in next week on Wednesday to see Aztecs face off against Impulse in one of our semifinal series. Maple, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the MVP selection and your victory, and best of luck throughout the rest of the playoffs.
No problem.
Alrighty, folks, that was Maple, the 80 carry for the victorious Aztecs as they get the reverse sweep in the best of three and move on to the semifinals. Abel, any final thoughts on tonight's series before we head to the end of our broadcast?
Good games coming out from both of them, honestly. Good stuff from Instinct, though. You guys won the first game, and the second game was pretty much a little bit downhill, but the third game was actually fun to watch, even though you guys did meme a little. but in the end, Aztecs good stuff there. Welcome back, Arson. And that's about it. Actually, I'm actually pretty interested who wins next week's game now with how you call it, Impulse versus Aztecs now.
Now, do we have an update on our other series tonight?
Yes, it is. It looks like right now it just finished and Ragnarok took the game.
Oh, Ragnarok with the upset over Nitrogen. That's huge. The 2 more victories. So those semifinal series are set, folks. We have Impulse versus Aztecs, as well as Ragnarok taking on Requiem next Wednesday. So make sure to tune into that. Easiest way to support us, folks, is to watch every week Wednesday nights. Playoffs we do start at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Other ways to support us as well, consider following or subscribing, as well as donating. That donation link is in the description. And remember, those donations do go into the prize pool for these great players that are battling it out every week. If you want to join us in the Ozone Gaming community, make sure to click on the Ozone Gaming Center Discord link down in the description. That picture is down there. Come play with myself, Abel, all of the players. Come get to know us and have a good time. Also, support our title sponsors, League of Mentoring. Thanks so much to them. They provide some awesome services. If you guys are looking to get some assistance in your climb, improve on some specific champions, maybe learn how to ward a little bit better, they've got all those kinds of resources. So make sure to check them out. That Discord link is in the description as well. Just click on their logo. And that will be it, folks. We are done. Quarterfinals are over. We move on to the semis, which begin next week. So make sure to tune in. But for myself, Abel, everybody here at Ozone Gaming in the Galaxy League, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. And we will see y'all again next time.
See you guys next week.